Hello and welcome everybody. We are back to round 4 of the Fantastic Four expansion. This will be the last week of this one, and I've enjoyed it. I thought this expansion was actually fun because it's hard, and I think I mentioned in the first round, Fantastic Four has been a favorite of mine since I was a kid, very very long time ago, and it was nice. It was nice to get to this point and do the Fantastic Four thing. Anyway, so I have to admit, there was a break. I took a break here. Went out of town for it's about a month actually, and so it's been a little break since my last round. Even though they're up online and I uploaded them at the same time. So those that are paying attention, sorry for the wait, but those that aren't, that's okay. You can just watch this one. So really quick about this one, because Mole Man is the mastermind this week, as you can see. There's a couple things we could talk about. So first, let's do this. How about there's a couple of new words I want to go over for me. Focus, right? So you can use recruit points to do an effect, and then there's a burrow, which is for the villains. They say they burrow. So if you fight them, then you do the fight effect, and then they burrow back to the streets. So there's only you have to permanently get rid of them. You have to fight them when they're on the street space, or if another villain is on the street space, or you can fight anywhere. It goes to the streets and you fight them again. So those are the 3 ways that you can permanently get rid of them, I guess. So there's that. And then there's Cosmic Threat, which isn't going to be part of this one. That's more of a Galactus thing. So you saw those in the other rounds if you watched those. So there are those things. You can check those out. And again, if you want to hear all the rules, in round 1 of each of the expansions, I go through all the rules and explain everything. So again, thanks for checking everything out. I hope it's pretty clear, what's going on, and spread the word. Say if somebody wants to learn about an expansion or learn about the game, how it's played. I'm doing real basic. I'm not being fancy or anything. I'm doing the real basic solo play. Someday we'll probably end up doing some group play, but right now I've just got the solo thing going on. So I'm going to go through the expansions that way first, and then we'll get to all the other fancy stuff. So there you go. All right, so let's get to it. Here's the board. It's coming up pretty quick here. So here we go. Here's the board. We got everything. Our scheme this week is pull reality into the negative zone. I guess this round, not this week, but whatever. So you get 8 twists on twist 2, 4, and 6. Until the next twist, enemies cost recruit to fight, and heroes cost attack to recruit. And then when you get the 7th twist, evil wins. So unfortunately, it's kind of a luck kind of thing, but whatever. As you can see, right, we've got Subterranea as the villains, and then Doombot Legion. Since there's no henchmen in this expansion, I just went to the core set and picked Doombot just randomly. There's that, and then we got the Thing, Invisible Woman, and Mr. Fantastic. So that is the plan. That is the deal. Let's get to it. So let's figure out who's in our HQ. We got Thing, we got a Mr. Fantastic, another Thing, Invisible Woman, and an Invisible Woman. All right. So this Thing is really nice. It's a 4 attack. When you defeat a villain in the bank this turn, you rescue bystanders. So there's that. You can do a focus 1, move a villain to an adjacent city space. If another one is already there, swap them. So you can move people around. So if you want to fight somebody at the bank, that might be useful in that sense. Here's a Mr. Fantastic. That is draw 2 cards. That's it. That's what you get. All right. A 2+ recruit for Thing. If you play a Fantastic Four card, you get 2 more recruit points. So that's worth 4 recruit points normally. And then this one's Invisible Woman, which is a 2 attack. You can do a focus 2 recruit points to rescue a bystander. You can only use this ability up to 4 times this turn. So if you get a ton of recruit points, you can't just get a whole bunch of bystanders. But hey, you can get up to 4. That's cool. And then the last one is a 2 recruit, 2 focus. Again, you may KO a card from your hand or discard pile. So there's some things that give you a wound, and so that might be helpful as a counteracting to that. All right, so that's pretty much the deal. I think we're ready to go. No, the Mole Man, right? I didn't go through that again, but Mole Man gets +1 for each Subterranea villain that has escaped. And he always leaves them at the Master Strike, all Subterranea villains in the city escape. If any villains escape this way, each player gains a wound. Alright, so there you go. So you get a wound if anybody escapes. Alright, first villain card is Moloids. Okay, if you fight, you have to KO one of your heroes. He does burrow. Okay, so what we got is 1 attack and 5 recruit points. Very exciting. So no attacking going on, but 5 recruit points is great. Unfortunately, thing is a 6. I can draw 2 cards from Mr. Fantastic. Not a bad thing. Or I could do this thing and get 2 recruit points and then get a sidekick, because those are 2 recruit points at this point. And by the way, I've gotten 2 points. If you're paying attention, there's another side rule that's come up in the expansions that you can't use healing for wounds during your turn if you fight the Mastermind. So that's kind of a new additional basic rule that came up in an expansion that we went through. So sidekicks and then the healing thing, Mastermind, no-go deal. Alright, anyway, so back to my deal. So I can either get a sidekick and a thing, or I can get a Mr. Fantastic with drawing 2 cards. Boy, I'm going to go with the drawing 2 cards just because I know later on that's going to be pretty helpful. So there you have it. So there's that turn. Okay, next turn we've got Raktar the Molon King. Alright, so ambush. Any villain in the streets, none, moves to the bridge, pushing any villain already there to escape. He does burrow. Okay, so that's that, I guess. Alright, now I've got 3 recruit and 3 attack points, so I could attack the Moloid. He would just burrow back to the streets, which could be helpful because then somebody's on the streets and I could get somebody else, right? So not a horrible strategy. I think I'm going to go for it and just, I have to KO one of my heroes. I'll KO one of these guys. He burrows back to the streets. I've got 2 recruit points. I'm going to go ahead and get a sidekick, which is Zabu. Okay. Not my favorite sidekick. Anyway. Yeah, I don't. His effect is meh. I would put it as a meh. Anyway, that's the story on that. So if you're doing solo, I would say that the sidekick thing can be helpful, and it actually, most of them are quite good. So if you haven't been doing that or aren't used to that or whatever, then try it out. And maybe you don't have that any expansions with sidekicks yet, then don't. Obviously. But when you can, it's a nice little addition, actually. So I'd say keep that as a thing. Yeah, definitely want to do that. All right, we got a Doombot Legion. You fight them. You look at the top 2 cards of your deck, KO one of them, and put the other back. All right, those are good at the earlier stages of the game. Boy. All right. So I've got 2 attack points and 3 recruit. It says KO a card from your hand or discard pile. Put this on the bottom of the sidekick's deck. So here's what I'm going to do. This seems crazy, but I'm going to go ahead and KO a trooper. Get rid of Zabu. I have 3 recruit points. I'm going to grab this thing that's a 2+ recruit, and 1 got replaced just like it. So there you go. By the way, the Invisible Woman card that came up is a duplicate of this one over here, so that's that. All right, next turn. Here we go. We've got a bystander. So Doombot Legion gets that, and I get to. Okay, I don't know why, but I only have 5 cards in my hand. I will grab the 6th. That was weird. All right, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and draw 2 cards. Whoop. I can only draw 1 so far, so mix these up a little bit. Oh, do a little shuffly, and draw 2 cards. Okay, so I got a couple of recruit points out of it. Nothing wrong with that. So 2 attack points, which I can't attack anybody right now, but 5 recruit points. So I can grab one of these Invisible Woman. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab... Ooh, this is an attack card. Yeah, I'm going to grab a 2 attack from her. Ooh, got Thing's big old card. So that one, that's his top card. It's a 5+ attack. It says if you play a strength, you get +3 for each other strength card you played this turn. Well, he's the only one that's got strength cards. So if I can grab that, I want to grab thing cards as much as I can. He's got the most attacks, so I kind of want to do that anyway. So that's not going to be a big stretch of what do I do? It's going to be, yeah, continue to do what you normally would do, which is get attack points. So I'm starting out thinking more recruit at the moment, but really I am going for more attack points in my brain long term. Okay, next turn, 6 cards. Okay, here we go. We've got a scheme twist. All right, so this scheme twist is just a scheme twist. There's really nothing to it. It just says nothing about it in the scheme. It's just when I get the second one, everything flips. So until then, it's just points off at the end if I win. At this point, that's what that means. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play this Mr. Fantastic. Draw 2 more cards. Aha, which was nice. Okay, so I have 1 attack point. But here's the thing. Lots of recruit points. This is awesome. I'm going to get that big thing card out of this, I believe. So this gets me 4 recruit. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm grabbing the thing. He's a 5+. Gotta grab it. Alright. That worked out really well for that. Okay, so now I gotta grab as many thing cards as I can that have strength, which the only one right now is over here. So that's a 6. I want to try to get him. Obviously, I've got to get attack points going because I've got villains coming up here, so they're gonna start escaping if I'm not careful. All right, we got Megator. Ambush. Megator captures 2 bystanders. Okay, we got 2 bystanders for him. He does burrow. So this is a good time to be attacking these guys, right? I want to get rid of somebody that does burrow if I can, right? So that's sort of my main goal right now. So first, I'm going to go ahead and play. I get 2 more cards again. That was very helpful. I got another attack, which is great. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do first is worry about who I'm attacking. Okay, so I'm going to do this. 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 attack points. I'm going to go ahead and take Molon King. I'm going to take him out. There's somebody in the street, so he is out, so that's good. Now, I can spend 2 focus to get a bystander, or I can recruit either Mr. Fantastic. This one gives me an extra card in my hand when I draw a new set of cards, or this one gives me the +2 recruit points. So, or I can get a bystander, right? Or I can get a shield officer, or I could get a sidekick. So right now, I really want to get attack points, but I don't have many out here that I can get right now. I'm going to go ahead and get this thing. That'll help me recruit more people. I'll still think along those lines for right now. Okay, let me shuffle these guys. So now I've got 2 of these Mr. Fantastics that are a 2 recruit, which has a focus 2 recruit on it. You get to draw a new card at your start of your hand. So you get to draw an extra card. So you get 7 instead of 6 in your hand. So that's good. Anyway, all right, we got another Raktar. All right, so these guys all move down. Ambush. Any villain in the streets moves to the bridge. Aha! Pushing any villain already there to escape. So, okay. So if I attack any of these guys, they're going to go back. They're open. And I did get my thing. I could take care of this Doombot Legion. Not a bad idea. Let's see here. So I do the thing. He's my only strength card. So, and I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Oh my. Goodness. Okay, sorry about that. I apologize. As you can tell, these are all live. I don't do editing on these things. I just go for it. So all the mistakes I make, which I just realized I made one. When you get a scheme twist, you have to KO one of these heroes. Now, this one was there when I got that scheme twist, so I'm going to just take it. So I've got another one since, and that doesn't seem fair. So I'll just take her out. So like that. Oh, man. I hate it when I do that. And that's one I tend to forget in the solo play way too much. And even though I've done a bunch of these, I don't do them frequently enough to keep that strong in my brain. Okay, the lame excuse, but that's what's going on. All right, anyway, I fixed it. Sorry. If this were regulation, I'd be thrown out and put in jail. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and fight this Doombot, right? I get the bias. Let's see. So I fight him. It says first you fight him. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. KO one of them and put the other one back. I'm gonna go ahead and KO the Invisible Woman. I get the thing, and that goes there. When you rescue this one, put any number of heroes from the HQ at the bottom of the hero deck. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put these 2 guys at the bottom. They get replaced. I'm kind of hoping I'll get another thing. Okay. Well, one of them was the same card. But there is a thing here that's a 5 recruit point, and it's a strength card. So a 3 recruit and a 0 plus. If you use focus 3, you get 2 plus. So if you use the card for its focus points, you get to attack instead. So yeah, okay, that's all right. Not a big deal. Now, here's what's cool is I do have this thing that, since I play another Fantastic Four, this is worth 4 recruit points. This is 4 more. That's 8 total. So I could get these 2 invisible ones. I could get this thing, which is a 4 attack. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to do that. That's a good card. That's that, right? Why belabor it? I need more attack points. And I've got 2 more left over. So I'm going to get a sidekick. And it is a Red Wing. Alright, so that one, Red Wing is, you get to look at 3 cards and you get back whatever. It's fine. The Zabu one irritates me. The Red Wing one is just, kind of whatever it is. Okay, Scheme Twist. So that's number 2. Alright, so then everything flips. So that means I have to use attack points to recruit and recruit points to attack. And then, let's see, let me double check that. Enemies cost recruit to fight, and heroes cost attack to recruit. Alright, perfect. So that, and now I do need to KO one of these guys because of the deal. I'm gonna go ahead and KO this Mr. Fantastic. And there's another Invisible Woman. She's a 2 plus. So a lot of her cards, so here's the thing about her. A lot of hers cost 4. And so this one is if you played in your cards that cost 4, recruit this turn, you get +2 attack. So that can add up if you have a bunch of them. I'm kind of going for things, so I don't have a lot yet. But hey, you never know. Alright, anyway. So let's move along here. So I took care of that one, got that, and it was a Scheme Twist, took care of that. Okay, good. Just checking my stupid work. Alright, so 2 attack points, can't really do much with that. But, I get 2, 3, 4, 5 recruit points. I gotta go for the thing. I got 5. I'm gonna just stick with the thing on this deal. See, I need a bunch to make that 5 plus card be good. Now, we got Invisible Woman's top card, which is a 5 attack. If an ambush effect would occur, you may reveal this card and draw 2 cards instead. Gotta like that. So that one's Invisible Barrier. Anyway, it's a 5 attack card, 7 recruit points. I'm getting a lot of recruit with those thing cards, so it's looking good to get that. If I happen to get this other Invisible Woman, I'm going to want to grab more of her so I can get a bunch of attack and start going after the Mole Man here. So, here we go. Let's do it. 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. So, next card is a Scheme Twist. Alright, so everything's back to normal. And I gotta KO somebody. Unfortunately. Okay, I'm gonna KO this one. It's a duplicate over here, so there's 2 of them. Okay, Mr. Fantastic. If you play a Fantastic Four card, you get +1 attack for each card in your hand. Okay, nice. So that's a 1 attack plus other stuff. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, so I'm gonna play this one, draw 2 cards. That's starting to be, yeah, that was a good move, actually. That was a real good move. Okay, now we're getting some crazy. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. Yep, totally gonna do this. We're going to play this for attack, play this one recruit, uses it a focus, move the Moloid there. Okay? So he's in the streets. Now, I did that because I'm gonna go for this guy. Because I think I can. 4, 5, 6 recruit points. And I'm going to fight the Megatar, and he does not burrow because the Moloids are sitting there in his way. take that. All right, anyway, so I use that. Now, since I played a Fantastic Four card, I get 4, 5, 6 recruit points. Not quite enough to get to Visible Woman, but I'd rather not get her than not fight the Megatar. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this one that gives me extra attack if I've got other 4 cards. And I'm going to aim for her now to get a few of those going. Alright, cool. Alright, let's see what we got next. Another Scheme Twist. Okay, that's number 4, so everything's reversed again. And I got to KO somebody. So, yeah, oh boy, that's a good card though. Yeah, I'll go ahead and KO the Thing. It's not a strength card, so there's a Mr. Fantastic with drawing 2 cards again. Alright, in my hand, I have... Oh, yeah, did that. Okay, everything's reversed. Gotta remember that. Okay, so I use Recruit to attack anybody. So if I have 4 Recruit, I can attack this guy, Raktar, and then he can't burrow back out, which is good. So, first, I'll do this. Well, you know, the red one is a little better than I remember. So you look at the top 3 cards of your deck, draw 1, put the rest in any order. Alright, I'm going to draw this one. They're the same, doesn't matter. And then he goes back. Alright, thanks Red Wing, that was helpful. Okay, so... Oh yeah. Okay, so everybody's... Oh, I can get a ton of that. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so... Interesting. Alright. This is starting to make my head hurt. Okay, so I use attack points to recruit, and I use recruit points to attack. So I want to get to 4 to get him, or 7 to get the Mole Man. That's interesting. So if I do this and play this one, right now I got 5 recruit points. I played Fantastic Four card. That gets me 4 more. So technically I now have... Well, I have these 3 focus here, but if I use these 6 plus 1... Yeah, okay. So I have 7, 8, 9. 9. Okay, so what I could do is just fight Mole Man 1 time, be done with it, right? Yeah, that sounds like a plan. That's a good plan. Alright, I'm going to fight Mole Man. I'm going to do that. Okay, we'll just do that. The recruit point. Okay, fight. You get plus 6 attack usable only against villain in the streets. Unfortunately, that doesn't help because everything's reversed. I have to use recruit. I get attack, but only usable against them, so I can't use it to recruit. But he's out, so okay. That didn't really work to my advantage because of where the scheme was at, but hey, I did take him at once. All right, now here's the thing about that. I get plus 3 attack because of this card as a strength, so it's 8, 9 attack points, which means I can recruit this Invisible Woman, which I'm going to do. That would be silly not to, because it's a 5 attack card, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So, and I could get a sidekick. I got 2 more attack points. I'll go ahead and do that. Another red one. Okay. All right, so there you go. That was productive. Very productive. All right. There's a couple different ways to do that, and then when everything's reversed, you really have to pay attention, because when you get used to, you know, in your head, you're doing sort of strategy, and you can kind of see, okay, recruit, attack. When everything's backwards, it does sort of mess with your head a little bit, and you have to rethink how you're going to approach it. It's not terribly hard or anything, but you just have to take a second and rethink it. Okay, so here we go. Another scheme twist. All right, so now I gotta KO somebody. That's a strength card. I don't want to do that. This is a draw 2 cards. Helpful. Could be good. This is one where you get +1 for each card in your hand. That could be a 6 attack card if I have it. Or I can get rid of one of these guys. Yeah, I guess I'll just... Sorry, Invisible Woman. Oh, there's another one of those. Okay, so got to replace with that 2+. Still a 4 recruit card, so that can be helpful. All right. Yeah, so that takes care of that. Everything's back to normal. We're on number 5. That's not good, because number 7 means evil wins. Alright, draw 2 cards. I'm in. Let's do it. Okay, unfortunately, I don't have any other strength cards, so I only get 5 attack on this. But I get 5 attack on it, and that's a big, big deal. Alright, so here's what's going to happen. 5, 6, 7. Nobody's escaped, so he's still a 7. Okay, fight it. This is not the final tactic. Reveal the top 6 cards of the villain deck. Play all the Subterranea villains revealed. Put the rest on the bottom of the villain deck in random order. Ouch! Oh, man. That hurts. Okay. The top 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play all of them. Play all the Subterranea ones. Okay, we got 1. Awesome. Alright, but it does say, now there's 3 scheme twists, so all the other scheme twists are here. Because I have 5. That's 8. Alright, so it says random order. So I have to shuffle these up. Okay, so here's my shuffling, just so we can see. Doing shuffling, I'm not cheating or anything. Alright, so then that goes on the bottom. That's a big plus, right? That actually helped quite a bit. That could have won me the game, actually, considering how that worked out. I probably would have lost had it happened that way. Interesting. All right, I played a Fantastic Four card. That's 4 recruit, 7 recruit points. So I'm going to take another one of these things. That's a strength for 5, and another one showed up. Awesome. And a sidekick. Why not? And a Zabu. Oh, goody. All right. Not a fan. Alright, anyway, here we go. So now we got Giganto, which, by the way, for those of you that care, was the first villain in Fantastic Four #1. That was their big deal with Mole Man. So there you go. Anyway, fight. When you draw a new hand of cards at the end of this turn, draw 2 extra cards when you fight him. He's a 7 attack. He does burrow. Okay. So I can either go after Giganto, or I can go after Mole Man. So it kind of depends. Whoa! I got some serious attacking going on. Alright, so... Alright, first I'm going to do the red wing thing, which is look at the top 3 cards of your deck, draw 1, put the rest in any order. I put the rest back, so there we go. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead and draw this one. And... there. Okay. So do that. Okay, that's the first thing. So... yeah, awesome. So now, I'm going to go ahead and play this. I got 9 attack. I'm going to go ahead and leave it alone at that and just fight Giganto, I think. Yeah, I'm going to just fight Giganto. Even though, well, you know, well, I know that things are going to get moved because I'm probably going to get some other villains that are going to pop out. So either don't want them to move. I'm going to fight Mole Man. Alright, let's change my mind. I'm going to go a different strategy. Alright, fight. You get +6 recruit, usable only to recruit heroes in the HQ space under the streets. So I can get +6 recruit for this invisible woman. Okay. Great. So, well, then I'll just take her then. That's done. And then there's another one. Excellent. That is excellent, excellent. All right, so I've got 2 more attack points. I'm not gonna... I could get 5 more. Attack one of these guys. Spend 3 recruit. Okay, what does that give me? I got 4 here. I got 6 total. No, I could spend this and get 2 attack points. That'll give me 4 total. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do. Let's spend that, get 2 attack. It's kind of a cool card. You get either one, but it's interesting. Okay, anyway. So, I had 2 left over. That gives me 4 attack. I'm going to go ahead and fight Raktar. And, yeah. He's done, because the Moloids just holding that space open. Love it. Okay, so that takes care of all those points. I get 4, 5, 6 recruit points. And... I'm gonna go ahead and what am I gonna do? I'm either get another one of these things with the strength, which is a really good idea. Yeah, that's a really good idea. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. That is kind of the smartest thing to do. All right, because I'm gonna lean in on the thing, and lean in on his strength, so to speak, rather than rely on the Invisible Woman get +2 attack with a 2 plus attack card. With all that, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of lean on the thing. Got lots of his cards. We're near the end. This is looking like a win. So kind of want to get as many points as I can rather than push it out. Now, this whole thing with Mole Man being 7+ seems easy. That seems really easy to me. I don't know why, but... Well, I know why. That's a low number, but I'm just... Compared to Galactus, it's very, very different. Very different. Now, you gotta have the right cards and all that. It's really kind of played out correctly for me, but it is that. Alright, we got Megatar again. Okay. So, Megatar captures 2 bystanders. Alright, so we got those guys. Okay, now we have lots of attack points. This looks like a win, everybody. So, yep, we'll just do it this way. I got 9 attack points. We'll fight Mole Man. And each other player chooses a Subterranean villain. Their victory pile puts it in the escape villain's pile. So there are no other players. Doesn't apply. I win. That is a win. All right, excellent. So, gotta love that. So, again, it seemed really easy, but the way that HQ played out, and I was able to get recruit points real fast, it really was easier in that sense. So that was cool. All right, fun. That was fun. All right, let's do some adding up of points, shall we? All right, we got the Mole Men are each worth... Oh, goodness, I just dropped one. Excuse me. Okay. Each were 6, so that's 24. Okay. So 24 points there. Then we've got... all right, yeah, so we got 28, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Okay, so that's the points I accumulated minus, right? So we got to go with minus any bystanders that escaped. Nope. Scheme twist, yes. So this is where it hurts. There were 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 3 for each, so that's minus 15. So 36 minus 15 is 21. And no villains escaped, so that is a 21-point win. All right, so here's what I have to say about Fantastic Four. I think it's very interesting. Like, they made Mole Man real easy, and I kind of understand why they did, because the way that he's portrayed in the comic books, Fantastic Four is he's kind of a joke to them. Like, okay. But later they made him a lot more strong and that sort of thing. But when he first showed up, it was, just like this weird guy that got stuck underground, and they sort of made fun of him, and they felt pity on him, actually, sort of. And they didn't really defeat him. They just sort of, let's just leave him alone. He's harmless, kind of thing. And then he, came back, and he was a lot more strong and caused a lot more problems. Anyway, but then there's Galactus, which is really hard. So you have this fairly easy one and really hard one. So I guess keep that in your memory banks of, if you want to hear which masterminds are easy to do and hard to do. I'd say Mole Man's probably the easiest one to beat at this point. Compared to all the ones we've done so far, Mole Man's got to be the easiest. Red Skull is really easy, and they tend to tell people, hey, start with that, because from the core set, he's one of the easier ones also. But I'd say Mole Man might even be easier. The only thing that's tricky about him is the Subterranea burrowing thing. So if you take that into a factor, and you didn't have the Moloids sitting there like I did the whole time, then I can see, he's a little bit harder than Red Skull. But I don't know. It just could be the way this lined up and the way I'm thinking about it right now. But that's my thoughts on that. And Galactus, probably one of the hardest, if not the hardest so far. His is hard. So you have to have just the right combination. And again, for solo play. Might be very different in a group setting. That's a whole other thing. I'm talking about solo play right now. Okay, anyway, that's the last round for Fantastic Four. We'll move on to the next one and see what that has to hold for us. Thanks a lot for checking everything out. See you next time.